I'm going to do the voice meme now. I've already done this once with Corey Colleen, Unicorn Queen, and I don't know where that file went. So I'm going to do this as a video, and then I'm going to find that file later and upload that one because it was more entertaining when I had more people. Anyways, I probably should begin by introducing myself. My name is Vicky. I also go by Victoria because that's my real name. My username is Paper and Spastic. I'm from Southern California, and I shall try to pronounce the following words, though I might say other words. Sometimes I do that. Aunt, I also say aunt. Ruth, root, theater, iron, salmon, caramel, fire, my face is itching, water, New Orleans, pecan, both, again, probably, Alabama, lawyer, coupon, mayonnaise, pajamas, hot, naturally, aluminum, gift, tumbler, crackerjack, doorknob, envelope, GPOY. What is it called when you throw toilet paper on a house? That is TPing. That's a weird word to say. What is a bubbly carbonated drink called? That would be soda. What do you call gym shoes? I call them PE shoes, or just shoes, or tennis shoes. What do you call your grandparents? I call them grandma and grandpa. What do you call that wheeled contraption in which you carry groceries at the supermarket? Call it a shopping cart. What is that thing you change the TV channel with? It's a remote control, or controller. Choose a book and read a passage from it. This is good because I have a book in my hand because it was sitting under my bed. This is Will Grayson by John Green and David Leviathan. I shall read the first part of chapter 1 to you, and hopefully not mess it up because I always mess things up. And you'll notice more when I read that I mess things up. Okay, I shall start. I need to situate myself. When I was little, my dad used to tell me, Will, you can pick your friends, and you can pick your nose, but you can't possibly pick your friend's nose. This seems like a reasonably astute observation to me when I was 8, but it turns out to be incorrect on a few levels. To begin with, you cannot possibly pick your friends, or else I never would have ended up with Tiny Cooper. Tiny Cooper is not the world's gayest person, and he is not the world's largest person, but I believe he may be the world's largest person who is really, really gay, and also the world's gayest person who is really, really large. Tiny has been my best friend since 5th grade, except for all last semester when he was busy discovering the sheer scope of his gayness. And I was busy having an honest-to-God group of friends for the first time in my life, who never ended up talking to me again due to 2 slight transgressions. 1. After some school board member got all upset about gays in the locker room, I defended Tiny Cooper's right to be both gigantic and therefore the largest member of our shitty football team's offensive line, and gay in a letter to the school newspaper that I stupidly signed. 2. This guy in the group of friends named Clint was talking about the letter at lunch, and in the process of talking about it, he called me a bitch squealer. I didn't know what a bitch squealer was, so I was like, what do you mean? And then he called me a bitch squealer again, at which point I told Clint to fuck off and then took my tray and left. Which I guess means technically I left the group of friends, although it felt the other way around. Honestly, none of them seemed to like me, but they were around, which isn't nothing. And now they aren't around, leaving me utterly bereft of social peers, unless you count Tiny, that is, which I suppose I must. So, a few weeks after we get back from Christmas break our junior year, I'm sitting in my assigned seat in pre-calc when Tiny waltzes in wearing his jersey tucked into his chinos, even though football season is long over. Every day, Tiny miraculously manages to wedge himself into the chair desk beside mine in pre-calc, and every day I'm amazed he can do so. So Tiny squeezes into his chair. I'm duly amazed, and then he turns to me and he whispers really loudly, because secretly he wants other people to hear. I'm in love. I roll my eyes, because he falls in love every hour on the hour with some poor new boy. They all look the same, skinny and sweaty and tan. The last an abomination, because all February tans in Chicago are fake, and boys who fake tan, I don't care if they're gay, are ridiculous. You're so cynical, Tiny says, waving his hand at me. I'm not cynical, Tiny, I answer. I'm practical. You're a robot, he says. Tiny thinks I'm incapable of what humans call emotion because I have not cried since my 7th birthday. When I saw the movie All Dogs Go to Heaven, I suppose I should have known from the title that it wouldn't end merrily, but in my defense I was 7. Anyway, I haven't cried since then. I don't really understand the point of crying. Also, I feel that crying is almost like, aside from the deaths of relatives or whatever, totally avoidable if you follow 2 simple rules. 1. Don't care too much. 2. Shut up. Everything unfortunate that has ever happened to me has stemmed from the failure to follow one of the rules. I know love is real because I feel it, Tiny says. Apparently class has started without our knowing, because Mr. Applebaum, who is essentially teaching us pre-calc, but is almost teaching me the pain and suffering must be endured, stoically says, "What do you feel, Tiny?" "Love," Tiny says. "I feel love." And everyone turns around and either laughs or groans at Tiny, and because I'm sitting next to him and he's my best and only friend, they're laughing and groaning at me too. Which is precisely why I would not choose Tiny Cooper as my friend. He draws too much attention. Also, he has a pathological inability to follow either of my 2 rules, and so he waltzes around, caring too much and ceaselessly talking, and then he's baffled when the world craps on him. And of course, due to sheer proximity, this means the world craps on me too. I love reading out loud, so I can read you more, but yeah. Anyways, do you think you have an accent? No, I don't think I have an accent, but I'm sure someone thinks I have an accent, and I don't think not very many people think that they have an accent, or in my scope of the world, I don't think so. Be a wizard or a vampire. I don't like the wording of that question, but I would rather be a wizard because powers. I guess. Yeah, I'd rather be a wizard. Fuck vampires, live forever, whatever. Do you know anyone on Tumblr in real life? Yes, I know plenty of people on Tumblr in real life. I know Corey Colleen Unicorn Queen, for one. I know, I think it's 150 Ways for Pokemon or something. That's Andre. I'll just say other people's names. I know McKenna, Michaela, Mark, Ashley, Meatloaf, Brent. I think Jake has a Tumblr, but I don't know if I follow him. I know Cheryl. I know Amanda. I know other people. And audio post by saying any 3 words you want. I shall say Purina Cat Chow. Now I will make faces at you until I find the stop button.